time to get away. It's time to get away from you. It's time to away.
It's the 2K.
Hey everybody, I'm Ernie Johnson here for 2K Sports alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Precious few games left before playoff time as the all-important playoff seeding starts to solidify. And the pregame warm-ups are wrapping up out in Houston, where it'll be the Rockets going up against the Indiana Pacers. Checking out the Pacers, they lost their first matchup against these guys. This, their final game against them in the regular season, looking to finish with a split. And for all those teams that have wrapped up playoff spots, Shaq, what can we expect from them strategically here at the end of the regular season?
Well, for the top team, Ernie, it becomes about securing home court advantage. You want to be peaking at the right time heading into the playoffs. We've seen a lot of teams, Ernie, start off strong. Where are they now?
Do you want rest if you're a frontline player?
It's the land of mission control, Houston, Texas, where the Rockets are ready to engage in an interconference showdown. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. Taking a look at Indiana, and at sixth place in the East, they're a team that's not quite in that top tier, but when they put it together, watch out.
Yeah, and remember, this is the second and final time these teams will see one another, so they're going to want to ensure things turn out a bit differently this time around. I expect them to be as aggressive as we've seen all season.
Oh, for sure. I mean, they'll have to come out strong to get a different result. Losses happen. It's how you respond that really matters in this league. You got to be able to bounce back.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. And so in the game for the Pacers, C.J. Miles and Paul George are the wingmen. Laverne is out there returning, and it's Williams at the point guard.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Modiunas, a screen on Williams, and King, here we go.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest, what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
So often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
As to Laverne, clock at 6. The three, no good. And Houston the other way now. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And really the signature of that game was what they were able to do from a defensive standpoint, particularly on the low post.
Yeah, and they were up in the air an awful lot in that paint area, getting their hands on shots, a lot of them, but if they didn't block them or touch them, they actually changed them. There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
King outside. Modiunas, a screen on Williams. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
2 shots. Modiunas drops both of them. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to Cleveland.
Yeah, and the foul trouble. Coming down the stretch, they didn't have the guys on the floor you'd like to have out there, nor could they be as aggressive on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and because of the foul trouble, they really didn't want to incur more foul trouble, so they backed off and became passive, and that's no way to play defense.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for James Harden. 18th in shooting percentage and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And he's a guy who would rather pass the ball than take a bad shot. Completely unselfish.
Now here's Williams. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. That's a two-pointer. Releases from the wing and drills it. George has got 5 now.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
And King, here we go. That's good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Clippers.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when the team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Williams kicks to Miles. Turner dishes to George. To the middle. Here's Miles. It's rebounded by Houston.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through track.
King with the block. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And he gets the bucket.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Miles, the pass to Turner. Kicks it to Miles. Here's Williams. It's good from about 19 feet. Williams has got 5 now. We've got 1:55 left here in the opening quarter. King with it. Really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. Unloads from 9, and it's Miles with the rebound.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Feeds to Williams. Pass to Miles from downtown. Miles with another miss.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
And you can see the defender. They were there.
Now here's Williams. He has 5. He dishes it to Turner. Just his first attempt. And it's King with the rebound. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 6. Pacers trail by 5. Williams kicks to George. Goes up on the wing. Rockets with the rebound. King's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Harden right side. And Turner with the block. King against Williams. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The 3 from George. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Here's King. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. With 1 on the clock, no good on the buzzer beater. And that does it for the first quarter. Rockets ahead. They lead by 5. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Recently, we sat down with Freak to discuss his NBA future as a free agent this offseason.
Well, I'm not really focused on the future right now. You know, I'm just taking things one step at a time, believing it'll all work out in the end. But right now, I'm just focused on being the best teammate I could be.
You know, Clark, it sounds like he hasn't ruled out the possibility. Also making some changes. Turner's checked in for Len. Laverne comes in for Brandon Bass. And it's Williams in for C.J. Miles. And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got Jared Bayless. Turner is out there with Laverne. Then it's Williams. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Williams. Rockets have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He had 30 points and was his usual self on the glass, grabbing just about any missed shot that came off the rim. Absolutely incredible numbers from him in a monstrous game.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
Here's King. The Pacers making the shot. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. King's got 8.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Man, I like their approach to the game right now. There's tremendous aggression.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Pacers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Taken away by Williams. Oh, and here we go. Bayless got it, the fast break chance. And that one's good.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, and I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
And that one's good.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far.
Go off when I enter the building.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
You know, and as effective as he was at slashing to the hoop in that first half, even better at finishing once he got there.
Guys, we saw some amazing dunks from him. I can't imagine he'll be able to top those in these last 2 quarters, but I'd love to see him try.
King, he's in at the point. Quincy Pondexter out there with Monta Eunice. Then it's Harden, and it's Capella in at the 5. So that's who's on the floor.
The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies.
Recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync.
Their big was 9. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Laverne kicks to Williams. The shot by George, wide open. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And Turner with the block.
That's 1 for the... first 4 to start the second half.
Williams dishes to George. That doesn't go either for George.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
And King, here we go. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Really an extraordinary game for Williams. He has 14 points and big-time defense with the 3 steals, too. Rockets
trail by 3. From the high post. It's rebounded by Bass.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he knocks down the first one. And Miles drops them both.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Screen by Jones and King. Here we go. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Indiana leading by 5. The 15-footer. Powell pulls it in.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Fires from deep. Fresh can't get it to go.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down. Well, he's taken 8 shots this quarter, but only managed to net one of them. That's a bad ratio any way you look at it.
Here is Bayless, defended by Beverly. Offensive rebound. Rockets trail by 4. The pass to King. Paul George with the steal. Len a screen. George passes to Len. Good. Len's got his first 2 points of the night. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
The shot's good from Bayless. Bayless has got 13.
And defensively, guys, they've lost something since halftime. I mean, they've given up open looks. They've got to buckle down and get some stops here. Play with some urgency. Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
So for the Rockets, Moniunas is checked in for Powell. Pondexter comes in for Brewer. And James Harden subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Then for the Pacers, Aldridge comes in for Len, and it's Jeffrey Laverne in for Brandon Bass.
They have a little extra mojo going here, a little extra pep in their step, more hustle in this second half. They're doing a much better job in terms of second chance points.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. George against Harden. To the left wing, here's Miles. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from King.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
1 second left. And the miss. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. On the court right now for the Pacers, Paul George is out there with Laverne. Then it's Williams. Then it's Turner. And it's Bayless in at the 2.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
All free throws good from Turner.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Rockets lead by 1. And Clark, we've seen some great competition in this one.
I agree with you, Kevin. I mean, looking at the lead changes really kind of tells the story of this game.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
To the inside. Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
The Pacers shooting for the game at 42%. Williams kicks to Bayless. From the corner. Williams can't hit.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says, but still anybody's game.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter, and he gets the bucket.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there. Checking out the game Manajunas has been having. 9 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them. And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
And Laverne kicks to Williams. King with the block, but they recover it. Shot's good by Laverne. Laverne's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
From 11 feet away, King, that's good. King's got 24. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
Shot left block. Pondexter dishes to Manajunas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocked away. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Shot's good by Laverne.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for the Pacers. For Houston, they've gone a perfect 4-4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. To the paint, here's King, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
Here's Laverne on the wing. Williams. Good on the three-point shot. Now it's a 5-point Pacer lead.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Houston moving it around. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Pacers making a switch here. Len's checked in.
Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. With the game still up for grabs, he simply told his guys, we're right there. Stay focused, execute, and get it done. Kevin, let's see how it plays out.
Thanks again, Doris. Glenn, a screen. They swipe it. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. A nice shot by Pondexter.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
And here are the Pacers now. Glenn, a screen. George passes to Williams. That's short off the rim.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number one. He has such a great defensive reputation.
.119 left in the fourth quarter. And George, here we go. Misses the layup.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this stuff.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun. Well, Paul George has been sensational.
Houston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Harden the pass to King. Here's Capella, defended by George.
No, but that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Laverne. Harden grabs the miss.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
So it's the Pacers now, trailing by 2.
You know, even though he's bite-sized compared to the big men on the floor, he's done some really tall work on the board.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And he does get the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Here's Indiana now.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. I want to see what happens right here.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
At the line for 2.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. It was up for grabs.
The 2K Sports postgame show.